the biggest problem that regulators are having with kind of the staking mechanics. And it was, we saw the same thing with, originally when it was the whole stablecoin thing was because, with the staking, like Celsius, they could offer 12%. Like the bank couldn't compete with that in any way, shape, or form. And so do you think that like a lot of this, why this is the narrative, why this is driven, is to help protect that traditional finance system because they know they can't compete?
I think that's a big part of it. It's a little bit kind of different, especially when you have an organization that has a set number of shares. So, they've got like a very finite set of things that are going on, and then you're going to earn dividends on those shares. And the reason why analysts really like it is because they get a sense of the value of that company as a result of how many dividends they're going to pay out in the future. I think one of the big challenges from a regulatory standpoint is that the Celsius rewards were coming out every week, right? So not only are they coming out every week, but based on my time in the platform, they may be giving them out at a different time for everybody, or they may be giving them out at the same time, but they're giving them out every week. And dividends are typically given out every quarter or dispensed every quarter. And so I think from like a legislative standpoint, it's very hard to know, like that's a lot of activity. That's 52 times a year that you're doing that instead of 4. So it becomes a bit of a challenge. And there's a difference between sort of, the dividend is great because there's like a quantified way that they're doing this in advance, but you got sort of these percent returns on some of these assets that were, like a Bitcoin, for example. Here's 6% on Bitcoin. Well, how do you go get me 6% on Bitcoin?